Welcome to DrakusTV. I'm your host, Drakus. Today we open PlayStation, Horizon 2, Forbidden West, Aloy, Nora Huntress outfit, 42 point for articulation by Spinmaster. This is a figure originally sculpted by Randall Paul Bennett and painted by Donjin Choi. So let's take a look at the package. So let's open it! So let's take a moment to admire the packaging after removing the sleeve, and it just looks awesome. It's one of these packages that you don't want to throw away. And this is Aloy with all her accessories out of the package. And the figure looks awesome. It kind of looks a little bit tiny for what I have in my mind, but we're gonna check out that in a moment. But let's look at accessories. So we have 3 pairs of hands, 2 fists, 2 open hands, 1 left hand for the bow, and the right hand for the arrow. We're gonna try that later. She also has a lance, a bow with a string, an arrow, and a small quiver with arrows. And finally, she has 5 face plates. So let's take a closer look on these figures. Let's go there. Look at all the details they put. They put alone. Oh my god, look at the... Let's have a skirt for now. Right? The wrappings around the arms. Yes, the necklace. That face looks pretty good. Looking sideways. It's good for shooting an arrow. Let's look at the back. I love that. She's a redhead, but look at how the tone of the hair goes down. Let me take out the hair for a moment out of there. Look at that. The detail, 1 peg there for against the arrows, the quiver. Look at the detail on the back. Yeah. So let's take a look at the articulation of Aloy, because they allege to have 42 point articulation. I never have a figure with so many points of articulation, but at the outset I will say, let's see. So looking at the shoulder, let's start with the shoulder, right? So we have 1 point articulation right there. So the front, 2 points. You have a bicep crop right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you see there is a rocker right there. So that will make it a shoulder rocker, a shoulder butterfly. That will make it 8. 8 and 8, 16. Excellent. So let's go to the legs, and the legs have another 8 more per leg. So what we have there, right? So yeah, so you can move it to the side and front. That's 2, I guess. 3, 4, underneath 2 of them. 5, right? This one is interesting. 5, right? So we have this go back and forth on the ankle. That's 6. Twist there. 7, 6, 7, 8, right? But then I see an articulation right there. I don't know if I want to count or not, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? Very soon. So, okay, let's say that I didn't count that articulation inside. So let's say we have, whether I counted this articulation differently on the hips as a one articulation or two, you still have one in there, so you still have 8 no matter what. So okay, so you have 8 and 8, 16, you have 32. Oh my god, you already have 32 in this figure. And now here, the waist doesn't rotate. It seems to be glued there. I think it is. It doesn't rotate there. You don't need it. She has an up crunch right there. That's one. She has another one on the chest. This and this and this. So how do you count that? I don't know. I don't know how many is that. So it's a, let's say 1, 2, right? The neck. She had a ball joint at the neck, where the neck starts. And I thought that the head wouldn't have anything, but look at that head, it's moving. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Oh, 4 right there. And now it comes the one that is kind of, is that kind of articulation? I will say yes. Watch out. 1. Oh yes, the hair moved. 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the very least, on the upper, you have 9-point articulation. At the very least. So how do they count this rocker here, there? I don't know. Maybe 2-point articulation. I don't care. You will have 10 and 6 and 8, 16 in there, and 8, 16 there on the legs. Do you think this this figure easily have 42-point articulation? I believe him. I believe them. I didn't believe him at first, but I believe them now. And this is awesome, especially the hair, because the way they articulate and it still doesn't look formed. That's the part that really tickles me, right? How many times you have a figure that you want to look up the figure like that, and you can't because the hair is in the middle. Well, she can fly like Superman. Oh, I'm sorry, a faceless Superman. She can fly like Superman. There you go. Oh wow, that's neat the way that they use that. Or dive in a more natural way than most figures. I mean, I'm blown away with this figure. So yes, this 42. Yeah, I believe it. I believe they have 42-point articulations, and it shows in the figure. So here we have Aloy. She's measuring about 5.5. Then again, she may be on the small side. I should have brought the Princess Leia. Instead, I brought Dr. Aphra. Dr. Aphra is a Star Wars action figure from the comic books. So they look pretty much in same universe if we think that Aloy is a small person like Princess Leia. So that's not bad. So you want to have it with your Star Wars action figures? It may be, but that's the thing. Why you mix and match? Because I do have a figure from the gaming universe. And this one, let's ignore the pedestal. This one is Shell from Portal, right? And this figure is in the 7-inch scale. And look how much bigger is she there. And I don't dare to remove her from the platform. She won't stand in those without the platform. And she's articulated, but it's more like a glorified statue at this moment. So there you have it, these 3 figures. Oh, I do have one more. Let's remove shell and let's put instead Supergirl. And I didn't play this game, this fighting game, but I did like the figure, so I'm gonna buy it. And look at that, that's a McFarlane 7.5 figure. Is it truly 7-inch figure? That's the question. Let me see. 6.5-inch figure, 5.5-inch figure versus almost 5 3/4, I think. So yes, there you have it. So I can understand why people just pass on this figure because it doesn't match the rest of the collection. But then again, this is just a one-off, so you could just buy it for the figure. It's just PlayStation set of figures collection, and then the other figures in this collection. And you're interested in those, you could buy them and have them all together as your PlayStation shelf. Final thought about this figure. This figure is really awesome. The only problems I have with the figure is smaller than what I want for my collection. But other than that, 42-point articulation, yes, they are there. It's just gonna look awesome in your shelf. That if you are a fan of this franchise or game, or fan of Aloy as a character, you cannot go wrong with this figure. The level of detail on the face, on the clothes, on the weapons, on the other accessories, it's just too great. The original price of this figure was around, I think, $32.99, which seemed to be a little bit high, but it's really not. When you look at the figures today with all this amount of weapons and accessories, it's about the same ballpark. It's just that this figure is smaller, but this figure is superior in articulation and sculpt at the same time, and that's very rare. So definitely the figure deserves a 5 out of 5. Thank you for watching. Take care. Until the next time. Bye.